Welcome to Uncle Snoop Daddy TV. I am Uncle Snoop Daddy, and this video is going to be about reselling, collecting, retail arbitrage. Am I saying that right? Arbitrage. My mouth doesn't want to do that. Treasure hunting, antiquing. Just stay tuned and check it out. And tell you a little bit about the channel. I have almost 200 videos. It's like 170. It's not almost 200, but I'm close. I like to tell myself 200. I never really did it for money. Of course, everybody that does YouTube wants to, their videos to be seen, go viral, but I really did it because my daughter started it. And I kind of wanted to get into that little, the situation with her. Like, she was young, but she wanted to make videos about dolls and stuff. So I was like, all right, I'll get involved. Then I kind of got addicted to it. I liked it. And I'm not going to lie. But Uncle Snoop Daddy is actually my gamer tag. If you see down below, like the first videos and even a little later, I have a lot of video game glitch videos and stuff like that. I enjoy doing it. I really do. I still enjoy playing video games. I'm a nerd. The reason why I picked Uncle Snoop Daddy, you gotta check out a Far Cry video. I got this, check out the Far Cry videos. I got Far Cry 5, the couple snipes that I'm still proud of myself about, and that was like a year and a half ago. But anyway, the reason why I chose the name Uncle Snoop Daddy is because I'm an uncle. I have 5 nieces, I have 2 great nieces. I have a nephew. I have a great nephew. So I am definitely an uncle, and my mother calls me Snoop because I was always curious. Has nothing to do with that other Snoop guy. I like his music, but it's my mom. My mom in the 70s, so call me Snoop. And if you watch my videos, you obviously know I'm a daddy. One of my prouder titles. I love being a dad, and I just thought the name kind of put in all 3 of my labels. I'm a husband and stuff, but if you go like hubby Snoop Daddy or brother Snoop Daddy, because I am a brother, Uncle Snoop Daddy worked. I really liked how it rolled off my tongue, and I thought it was cool when I was playing like Rocket League and you would see Uncle Snoop Daddy. I was like, yes, it was awesome. I got the Jurassic Park thing. It was like, you gotta play Rocket League if you don't. But that's the reason for the name, and my channel is just about my hobbies and what I like to do, and enjoying my kids and enjoying my family and enjoying gardening, and that's what the channel's really kind of about, just what I like to do. I've never had an introduction, but so this is it. But next I want to start doing, me and my wife are going to start doing a hobby that me and her have enjoyed since we've met 19 years ago, of kind of thrifting, treasure hunting, and stuff like that. I've done eBay, not like serious like these other guys do, but I've done it, and I really enjoy it. It's fun to go out and find something for $1, and then next thing you know, you get like $30, $25. You're like, score, yeah, you feel like a genius. So I'm gonna, do some more videos about that, because we love thrifting. I love going to savers and tag sales and flea markets, and I don't know. So keep watching, and I'm going to show you guys some items that I think, in the category at least, you should look for your reselling. We've been, like I said, me and my wife been doing it even since I was a little kid. I had a booth at the flea market when I was like 16 years old selling baseball cards. I remember I was selling Jeff Bagwell's for like $15, like Jeff Bagwell's rookies. Those are not worth $15 anymore, I don't think. But yes, I was still opening packs of 89 Flair, pulling out Michael Jordan's. So this is something I've been doing for a while, and hopefully all the knowledge maybe I can share some. I really, it's something I just enjoy. It'll never be a job for me. I'll never, if I could make a significant amount of money, maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll test those waters another time. But for right now, I just want to spread the love. So keep watching. I'll show you a few items to help you guys out. Oh yeah, I forgot. My name's not Uncle Snoop Daddy. Like I said, it's my gamer tag. That's not on my birth certificate. My name's Rich. So, hey. All right. So first, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you some tips on how to, if you see these kind of Funko Pops, how to identify which ones are worth money and which ones aren't. So we're gonna do something fun real quick. If you want to, pause the video so you can test yourself, but go down in the comments, and out of these three, which ones do you guys think is worth the most, and which one do you think is worth the least? Yeah, have fun with it. I'll tell you at the end after I give you my spiel about this. So these can be extremely valuable, and there's two reasons why they can be valuable. It could be just somebody wanting Superman or somebody wanting a Star Wars figure, or it could be because of special stickers and you know, anything like that. Like maybe one is hard to get, or it's just more desirable, or there's so many different ways. So the best way to, you know, figure these out, by, you can drive yourself nuts looking at this book, that book, this book, that website, this. Just do your research, see what they're selling for, make sure it's the exact number and all that stuff. So when you do see these, some could be extremely worthless. I'm talking, I've put some up for $3, I think, that I was totally taking a loss, and still I got like 2 views. So do your research on these, because it is really hit or miss. So I'll tell you right now which one is worth the most. Most people probably would have picked this Superman. They probably would have picked the Superman because he glows in the dark. He has an awesome sticker. The thing looks cool, man. I paid full price for this just because I said this is going to be worth a ton of money. And it's worth about $11, maybe $1 more than I paid for it. Actually, this one that I got at a clearance rack at Walmart for $3. It does have a little dent. She is actually worth the most. So if you pick that, congrats. But if I looked at those three, I mean, now, yeah, I know this is worth, but before I knew how much she was worth, I probably wouldn't have picked this, because I really don't even know what that show is. You know, it's a Disney thing, and I don't know. But she's vaulted, she's rare, she's hard to find, she's all that stuff. She has no stickers, no nothing. I'm going to show comps at the end of me talking about stuff online of all these, but she can fetch you like $65. You know, Wicket, that would have been probably people's second choice, because Star Wars, it's Wicket. But number 26, get you $6, $8, $10, maybe. So really do your research on these, because you definitely can flip these and make some good money if you pick the right ones. Next item I want to show you is hats. I do fantastic with hats. If you don't do fantastic with hats, I am so sorry. But I do great with hats. They always sell. You just have to make sure they're really good condition, preferably brand new. But you can find that deal. Like, I found this at a Savers, and look, it still has this tag and everything. And I don't know, online I saw a comp for this hat going for $8. I spent $1.49 on it, and this is brand new. That one was pre-owned. I'm putting it up for $12.99, and with the buyer paying for shipping. So definitely keep your eyes out for some really good hats. And I don't know, like I said, I do really well with hats. Some people just have those items that do well for them, and this happens to be mine. So maybe it's a tip to see if it's yours too. Kind of items I look for, like these and puzzles, anything from the 70s. This is a 1977. It's works. I tested it. It works. That light's kind of flashing on it. It's in very good condition. I paid $2.49 at a Savers for it. So this is definitely an item to look for while you're thrifting. And maybe not just this item, but you got to be careful. There's a Big Bird one like this, and it sells for half the price. But this, I'll show you a comp after this. About $20 I would list this as. It gets in between $20 and like $22. But yeah, it's not bad condition. And even if it is, I don't know if it's a collectible. I don't know why people buy this. Maybe just to relive their childhood. But there's definitely things I look for. I've mentioned to other people I look for 1977 Star Wars puzzles. I got the big black puzzles there. I always do well on those. It gets me about the same price, in between $20 and $30 somewhere. But yeah, always look for 70s toys, and just when you see them, research them and see if the comps are there for you. Item. Now this is kind of like a risk item. I wanted to talk about this just for a second. Sometimes I like to take a little small risk. Now what these are is, I'm pretty sure they're vintage. They're, if you can see that, let me see if I can get it up to my light. It's called Gossip. It's a Gossip watch. It's genuine leather band. I have no idea if these work, but I'll tell you what the risk is. Online, these go working pre-owned for about $20 a piece. I just have to test it with batteries, but I look at that basket when you're at like a thrift store or any kind of like store like that. There's usually a basket full of like stuff like a quarter or 50 cents, and it's usually jewelry. And you know, I have 2 girls, so I tend to look for things that they could wear as costume jewelry and stuff. And every now and then I come across stuff like this, and I paid 50 cents a piece for these, so that's $1 investment. And if they work, I don't know, I might ask maybe $30 for the pair. I might list them separately for $20 because they're in fantastic condition. There's like absolutely nothing wrong with these things. Really, it almost seems like nobody worn them. If they don't work, I might throw them up there for $10 as is, and maybe I'll still make a pretty good profit. So check out them little baskets at them thrift stores and stuff, with people trying to get rid of, you know, just kind of push things, and maybe they didn't have time to really look at. So maybe I'll keep you guys updated when I finally test these things out. It's hard to see. I had to turn the light down. Yeah, I'll let you know if they work in later videos. The thing I really look for at tag sales, flea market, anything, is women's clothing, because the right woman's clothing will fetch you a pretty penny sometimes. And when I see leather, genuine leather like this, it's pink. I mean, this jacket, I'll show a comp at the end of this so you can see the whole thing on it. It's kind of hard to videotape the whole thing, but I really wanted to show you this. I paid $10 for it at a thrift store. You can see it's Terry Lewis, it's genuine leather. It's a really nice size, medium. I was pretty, well, my wife, I saw it and I passed on it. This is the real story. I'm like, $10, I didn't want to pay up. And then my wife comes over and says, hey, I found the comp. Now, I should have looked up the comp, but I didn't. You'll see more videos with my wife. She's totally smarter than me. She's prettier than me, a lot. And she came up and she's like, Rich, the comps are $10 to buy it, and $49 for the comp price of this used jacket. It's vintage. And I just looked at it, said, $10, and kind of passed it up. Wasn't in the mood that day, I guess, but she taught me a very well lesson, and I think we can list it. It's at an easy $45 and beat the competition. And that's something you guys and ladies and you should look out for, is women's clothing. It fetches so much more than men's clothing. I don't know. I'm starting to learn. I have my wife to help me, but I'm starting to learn the names and know what to look for. But now at least I know if I see something like a pair of women's cowboy boots, with leather jackets and vests and stuff like that, I just really it sends off a light in my head and it says, listen, I need to look at comps at this. Purses, that's another thing, but I'm not good with purses yet, but she's teaching me. But yeah, definitely teach yourself and research women's clothing, especially. Clothing does take a while. Now, I'm going to list this, like we said, for about you know, in between 40, 45 bucks, and it'll probably sit for a while. I hope it doesn't, but it might, because it sometimes takes a little bit for clothes to sell, but when it does, you get that reward. So here's another item to look for. Final kind of a category, but I'm going to use this item. Let's see the lighting. These are crossbow scopes. I know absolutely nothing about crossbow scopes, but I know that if you get into gear, like sporting gear or hunting gear, and the real easy stuff, you know, not like the real crossbow, I'm not looking for that. I'll totally walk by that. That's not my game. That's not fun for me. That's just my own personal thing, but I saw these crossbow scopes. One has more pieces on it than the other. I bought them for $5 a piece, and I'll show you a comp after where I seen 2 of these sell for about $50 used a piece. It's pretty excited about this find, but you can get like baseball gloves and batting gloves and, you know, golf, hunting bags. I did see at Walmart last night. I saw those mossy oak pants and stuff, and they were on clearance for like $5 if you're into the like retail arbitrage. So now is the time, at least where I'm from, that all the hunting stuff, it feels like is kind of going on sale, like the camo and stuff like that. I think it's going to go down more, so I didn't buy it because I think it was like $12 was for the pants. But if I can get it for $1, I'll sell it for 12. But if I get it for 5, it's not really worth my time. But stuff like this, you definitely look out for, as long as it's you know, you can ship it and list it at least with eBay. I know another thing is like medical supplies. You can't list some of that stuff, so definitely look into that, and that can fetch you some stuff. I think after the $10, I'm pretty comfortable listing this for $80 because this one doesn't have a lot of pieces. There are some, not much, but you know, little. It's not totally mint. You can see. So I'm comfortable with getting the $80. That's like a $65 after the fees and taxes and all that stuff you take out, and you know, PayPal fees and all that. That's about $65 profit. And so definitely look out for hunting gear, sporting gear, and stuff like that. Easier to ship. It's easier money for you. Yeah, so keep your eyes out on that. Everybody, I'm going to end the video there. Hopefully you liked it. If you like it, just hit the like button. It would really be helpful. And I really want to just thank everybody for watching. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon.